trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Hi everyone,
I'm Taylor.
and I'm Cole.
Welcome to Friday Family Nights with Rocky Railway.
We are your crew leaders to welcome you aboard.
We're so glad that you're here.
We know you're going to have a great time.
Today's Bible point is Jesus' power helps us be great friends.
Trust Jesus. This is our last stop in July, so make sure you don't miss anything and enjoy the ride.
Welcome to our last day of Rocky Railway. Tonight it is pajama night, it is Crazy Friday, and we are celebrating. On the Rocky Railway, we have been celebrating how the power of Jesus helps us through life's ups and downs. Now, it's been awesome having you on the rails with us, and long ago, taking a train was the best way to go a long distance. What was the longest trip you ever took? Cece, what was the longest trip you ever took?
Well, I have family in South Africa, so it takes 2 12-hour plane trips to get there. That's a whole 24 hours on an airplane.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine 24 hours. Well, in the United States, at one time, you couldn't travel from all the way across the country on just one train. And so they had to have 2 trains. One train covered one side of the country, and then another train covered the other side of the country. So I want you guys to do something. So you're gonna take one arm and put it here, and take the other arm and put it here. And eventually these 2 trains came and they connected. And it was such a big deal that they took a solid gold spike and they nailed it into the track to seal the deal. It was amazing. Now both sides of the country were connected. Today we are going to learn about how Jesus' power connects us to him.
This week we've learned so many truths from the Bible. Let's review them. On day 1, we met Ramsey. This tough guy helps us remember. Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
On day 2, we met Ava, a majestic bird who helps us remember Jesus' power gives us hope.
On day 3, we met Sierra. This lovely mountain lion helps us remember Jesus' power helps us be bold.
And last Friday, we met Finn, a terrific trout. Finn helps us to remember that Jesus' power lets us live forever.
Well, we have one more Bible memory buddy to meet, and I'll let that one introduce our last Bible point. After you meet our final Bible memory buddy, you'll go down the train tracks on our last stops. And after that, come right back here for our finale Rocky wrap-up. Bye!
Bye!
I heard everyone was steaming ahead with the last day of Rocky Railway. Glad you're here. I'm Lawrence Elk, not a moose, not a ram, but an excellent elk. Male elks are called bulls, and me and my bull buddies like to hang out way up in the Rocky Mountains. In the winter, we move down where we can find grass. But in the spring and summer, we head for the hills. It's important that we stick together with the herd. Some elk herds are as big as 400 friends. Although my antlers are big and strong, female elk or babies don't have these. And a hungry bear is hard to fight off. Speaking of these amazing antlers, they are pretty incredible if I do say so myself. Sometimes they come in handy when other herds get too close to mine, or I need to show another bull that I'm in charge. Yeah, sometimes we butt heads, even in our happy herd. But I try not to get too attached. Literally, they fall off every year and I grow a new set. How cool is that? God also gave me a unique power to help me communicate with the herd. That's called bugling. It's a little like roaring and whistling at the same time. It keeps my herd close together where we can be safe. Our herd even has scouts, a few elk who stand watch while others graze. We have to look out for each other. Do you have friends who look out for you? Friends you like to call out to when you're sad or silly, happy or hurting? Or do you sometimes butt heads with your buddies? Maybe you need the power to forgive and love a friend when you're not getting along. You don't have to do that all by yourself. Jesus gives you his power to help be a good friend. Jesus gave this powerful command in the Bible. Love each other in the same way I have loved you. If you're butting heads with your buddies and not getting along, you can trust Jesus' power and follow his words. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus.
Hi friends, my name is Sonia. Welcome to Bible Adventures. I just got home and I found that somebody decorated for a party. But I figured, since we're here, we might as well go in and check it out. Well, it sure does look like a party's going on in here. Today, we are discovering that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus! And one of the best things to do with friends is celebrate together. Yay! The jumbo cars are out. It's fun to play games at parties. This reminds me of a game that my family and I played the other day. We took 4 cards since there were 4 of us in our family. 3 of the cards were suits of hearts and the 4th was a joker. We turned the cards upside down and each of us drew a card, looked at it, and then showed everyone the card we had. The 3 that drew the cards with the hearts would be the inner circle, and the one with the joker was left out. The inner circle group would do things like hug each other tight, give a big smile, give each other a high five, another high five, a couple more high fives, and even eat fun treats. We shuffled the cards and played a few rounds and then decided to stop, because even if it was fun being in the inner circle, it wasn't always fun being left out. I remember a time when I felt left out. I was sitting with some friends at a table and they were planning a hangout, and I wasn't invited. I waited to see if eventually they would invite me, but they didn't. Do you remember a time when you felt left out? If you would like, you can pause the video now to share about a time you felt left out. So I wonder what goodies are on the table. Let's go find out. Yum! Homemade cookies and fresh baked bread. This bread reminds me of the first Christians. Today, we're learning that Jesus' power helps us be good friends.
Trust Jesus!
In the game my family played, there was always an inner circle and someone was always left out. Jesus' first followers, the first Christians, had sort of an inner circle too, but they didn't want to leave anyone out. They invited everyone in. After Jesus went to heaven, his followers and his friends told as many people as they could about him. And those people told people, and those people told people. Pretty soon, lots of people believed in Jesus. And here's what it said in the Bible about those believers. In Acts 2:42, it says, "They devoted themselves to the apostles' teachings and to fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer." They loved hanging out together. They ate together, praised Jesus together, celebrated and shared everything with each other. Jesus' power made those believers good friends, and they wanted everyone else to join them and become friends of Jesus too. We can celebrate what we learned about Jesus and his power here at VBS so that we can tell others about him too. Let's open our gifts. Inside each gift is a clue. I'll open the gifts and you see if you can guess which story it's pointing to and what that story told us about Jesus' power. Ananias' mustache. God used Ananias to help Paul, even though he was scared. Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus!
Goldfish crackers. Goldfish crackers remind us of Paul and the shipwreck and how God protected them. Jesus' power gives us hope.
Trust Jesus!
Pennies. Pennies remind us how Peter and John spoke boldly to help the man walk. Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Trust Jesus!
Paper heart. A paper heart reminds us Jesus is our forever friend. Jesus' power helps us live forever.
Trust Jesus!
Oh look, it's an invitation to us. It says, Jesus wants to be friends with everyone. And Jesus' power helps us be good friends.
Trust Jesus!
I get it. This is a friendship party. We're here and Jesus is here too.
Trust
Jesus! It's important that we stay connected with friends. If this is your church, I hope you're staying connected with your friends. If you don't go to a church, you're always welcome here. Remember everything we've discovered about the power of Jesus. Thank you so much for coming to Bible Adventure.
If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him, yeah. Oh, yeah. If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him, we can trust Him, we can trust Him.
Welcome to Imagination Station. I really can't believe it's our last day together. I've had so much fun making discoveries with you this week. Today, we're discovering that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. But before we dig into that, I get to ask you one last time. Did you bring your imagination today? Since it's our last day at Rocky Railway, we need tons of imagination. I was talking to my friend Lawrence Elk, and he told me something amazing. Did you know that an elk can weigh as much as 730 pounds? I said, Lawrence, how do you power up to carry all that weight up a mountain? And he told me he eats 20 pounds of vegetation every single day. Do you have any vegetation where you're at? In a moment, I'm going to have you run to the nearest vegetation and touch it and then run back. It could be a houseplant or a flower or even a bag of carrots. Hurry and come right back. Now that we have our imagination sprouting, let's find out today's question. How many toes do elk have on each leg? Do they have 2 toes, or 4 toes? Think about your answer. Ready? Okay, time for the drum roll so I can reveal the amazing answer. And the answer is elk have 4 toes on each leg. Imagine that! It's our last day at Imagination Station, and today we're going to make power bands. Yay! Steam trains get their power from either wood or coal. So you can use wood beads or coal beads on your power band, or you can use both. But we get our power from Jesus. Every day at Rocky Railway, we discovered something new about Jesus' amazing power. So you'll add 1 cross to your power band to help you remember Jesus' power in your life. I'll walk you through the simple steps. As you work, remember that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus! Before you start, you'll need to find some tape and some kid-friendly scissors. And you may need a family member to lend a hand. In your kit, you'll have 10 beads. Some will be coal beads, some will be wood beads, and you'll have 1 cross bead and an elastic band. The first step to making your power band is to tie a knot on one end of the string. Just like that. You're going to put the band down and grab your tape. Tape the band down either to a table or the floor. This is going to make it easier for you to string the beads. Next, thread your choice of beads onto the string, making sure to include at least 1 cross bead. You can do any pattern that you want. Now, remove the tape and work with a partner to tie the strings around your wrist and knot it so it fits just right. I had a grown-up help me cut the ends off my band, so now it looks nice and neat. Every time you wear your power band, you can remember that Jesus has amazing power, and he uses that power to help us. And since we know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends, trust Jesus. You can be a good friend by giving a power band to a friend. That way, your friend can remember Jesus' power too. every time you wear your power band, you can remember that Jesus has amazing power, and he uses that power to help us. And since we know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends, trust Jesus. You can be a good friend by praying for someone every time you look at your bracelet. Well, believe it or not, we've come to the end of our time at Imagination Station. If you need a place to keep your power band, you can put it inside of a baggie. And if you have the Try This at Home sticker, it will help you remember today's point. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. Thank you so much for joining us at Imagination Station here at Rocky Railway VBS, where we've learned that Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus.
Welcome back to Kid Vid Cinema. I can't believe it's our last day together. Now we're ready to meet one more friend and watch our last Kid Vid Cinema video. I can't wait to see who we'll meet today. But first, what do you look for in a good friend? For me, I'd like a good friend to be kind. What about you? Something I've found in my life is that friendships don't always work out. Sometimes you think someone is a friend, but then something happens to change your mind. Good friendships are special and important in our lives, but that doesn't mean friendships are always easy. That's why I'm so grateful that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. You know, the Bible has some great advice about friendships. Let's see what the Bible says. In John 15:12, it says, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you." I love that in this Bible verse, Jesus gives us advice about exactly how to be good friends. Jesus tells us to love each other in the same way that he has loved us. Jesus is the best friend of all time. If we listen to him and follow his example, we can be good friends to others. Now, let's watch our final Kid Vid Cinema video on friendship. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, I'm Renee and I'm 10 years old.
Hi, I'm Alina and I'm 11 years old.
Renee and Alina are great friends, and they live in the beautiful desert of southern Arizona. They love to hang out and be silly together. Their friendship has grown after they both joined an arts ministry at their church.
Ensus Manos is a creative art ministry. We do puppets, we do shows, we do skits and stuff like that.
En sus manos is Spanish for in his hands.
It's an art ministry that uses performance to share the love of God. There is dancing, acting, and music.
My favorite thing about performing is probably looking at the end, looking at all the kids all smiling and laughing and liking it.
Sometimes performances are serious, and sometimes they're fun and silly. Regardless of being silly or not, one thing is true. Being a part of En sus Manos has brought the entire team closer together.
This puppet ministry helped us become better friends. And it's not just me and her.
Like other people?
A lot more. Basically the whole group. Our group, before, we were all friends, we were chill, but now we're really, really good friends. And we're always hanging out, we're always laughing, making jokes.
Jesus has used the ministry to bring the team together. This team of friends help each other to do the best they can to share God's love.
My friends, they helped me not be nervous because they were doing it too and they were nervous, but at the same time they supported us.
I was with my friends and I knew a lot of people from church, so was it that scary anymore?
Serving Jesus together has helped Alina and Renee become great friends, but they both know who the best friend is: Jesus.
He's one of our bestest friends ever.
He is.
Yeah.
Renee and Alina know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends.
Jesus helps me make friends. God knows that I'm doing this whole ministry for him, and so it just helped me become better friends with people. So he helped me like be friends with a lot of people, but still like worship him and praise him.
In the Bible, in the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12, it says, "Love each other in the same way I have loved you."
Jesus loved us all equally, so we should love everybody because as he says in the Bible, we're all brothers and sisters and love your enemies.
Jesus' power helps us be good friends.
I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Welcome to our final Rocky wrap-up. It has been a terrific journey with all of you. Thank you for showing up every Friday night. That has showed us God's love. Today we learned that Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. Trust Jesus. What's one thing about a friend that makes them a good friend? You know what I really appreciate in a friend is someone who listens and makes me laugh. And you know what, Cece? You're one of those friends.
Thank you, Haley. Today we learned about our new friend, Lawrence the Elk, and he helped us remember our new Bible point. Now everybody, put on your antlers. Good job, you guys. Guess what? Lawrence is a good leader in his herd. Are you a good friend in your herd? Now I have another surprise. Now that we have our other Bible memory card, we can play the Bible memory game in our Tracking with Jesus book that I told you about in week 1. And now you and your family can play all the time.
It's fun making connections with friends. But sometimes we say or do, or our friends say or do, things that hurt our friendship. But Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. And so when we are being a friend, like Jesus has taught us all week long, we can trust that Jesus' love and power will help us stick together even when things are tough. And we can remember that Jesus is the best friend of all.
It's been a terrific trek on the railway with you guys. I'm so grateful for this time, and I'm so grateful that we have got to learn about Jesus' power and love. But I also have a secret for all of you. It's my friend Haley's birthday today!
Thank you, Cece. So, friends, I want you guys to continue to keep an eye out for Jesus' power after this. It will be the thing that will power you through hard times. It will give you hope and courage. And I know Cece and I want to give you families a big thank you for taking a chance on our at-home VBS. It has so given us so much support and power. And we also have some people we want to give a big thank you to that they helped us make this happen. So first we want to thank Charles, Lennox, and Mary Maines.
Jonathan, Amelia, and Maylin.
Also Michael, Eli, and Zion.
Taylor, Cole, Alexa, Nathaniel, Noah, and Micaiah.
The Velardis and the Lettys.
Angie and Catalina.
And also a big thank you to our hubbies and children for all of their support. Well, that completes our journey on Rocky Railway. Have a wonderful summer. Woohoo! Let's celebrate! Also, stay tuned if you want to see our blooper reel.
Roll the clip. We are so excited and can't wait to see you next time. Please report back here on our train depot next Friday at 6 p.m. for our next trip of Rocky Railway. That was so funny. Today we learned that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Today's Bible buddy, Ava, reminded us that Jesus... Hold on, I'll start. Our Bible buddy... I got it.
You could maybe go on a hike. Or you could take some amazing photography of some wildlife. Or you could even jump into a mountain lake.
Listen to this and tell me what you think this train is saying. Well, this... Oh, sorry. Can we start over?
Yeah.
Don't forget to report back here for Rocky Wrap Up. All aboard! See you later. Goodbye.
Do you know what I did?
Adios. Did you do the wrong way?
I hope you don't notice because of the sound. Oh my god. That'll be the final.
Haley, you didn't.
I think it's too long.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.